What's up, FOA squad? I'm Anthony and welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Happy whatever day I get to post this video for you guys. I'm starting today's video off in the evening. I'm about to fix myself some dinner. I'm a little hungry right now. I have fixed salmon in many different ways. I've wrapped it in aluminum foil, put it on the grill. I wrapped it in aluminum foil and put it in the oven. I've pan fried salmon. But the way that I'm going to fix my salmon today, I found I get the best results and the best taste from the salmon. Also in this video, I'm going to take you guys outside and give you a quick update on the shower. I did do a little bit more to the shower than what you saw in the previous video, and I still have a little bit more to do. So I'll give you an update on that. But for now, let's get into cooking some dinner. All right, as I already mentioned, I'm going to be making some salmon. I just now thawed this out about an hour and a half. Salmon doesn't take that long to thaw out. So here's my piece of salmon that I have in this sandwich bag that I'll be using. I'm also going to be using some more of my jasmine Thai rice from Walmart. And I'm going to top this dinner off today with some French style green beans. I love these small cans because you don't have any leftovers. I don't have to worry about storing anything in the refrigerator. So these are really handy for me. Now, one of my FOAs, Mike, who I've met and hung out with, we went to the movies together the last time Mike came to the campground. He told me about this salt here. Now, I have never heard of this salt. Maybe a few of you or many of you have heard about this salt, but this is supposed to be the real deal, according to Mike. This is supposed to be the real deal when it comes to salt. This is supposed to be a true salt that you can eat as much of it as you like, and it not has the effect on you as, I would say, other salts. Now, this is my first time using it, so I don't know what it tastes like or any of those things, but it's from Redmond, a company called Redmond, and it's called Real Salt, Ancient Fine Sea Salt. But it is sea salt. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to try this out. But like I said, this is my first time using it. I bought a set of 2 from Amazon. That's the way it came. And we'll see. And of course, I'm going to be using some pepper. And then as well as some lemon juice, because salmon and lemon juice goes well together. And also, I'm going to be seasoning my rice with a couple of different things. I seem to be taking a really good liking to adding this better than bouillon chicken flavor to the rice, and I did that the last time I fixed some rice on camera, and I absolutely loved it. This definitely, because rice is bland by itself. You have to do some things to rice to dolly it up and give it the taste that you want it to have. And this better than bouillon gives that rice that chicken flavor. Oh my gosh, it is so good. So if you never tried this with rice and you're looking for a way to amp up your rice taste, try putting some of this better than bouillon chicken flavor into your rice. Now, I keep forgetting to get some of the beef better than bouillon, because I think that would be good for me to put a little bit into my noodles that I like. Because I do buy the Shinzu noodles. The Shin noodles, it's not Shinzu, I'm thinking of my martial arts now. The Shin noodles, I do buy occasionally the beef flavor ones, and I think that would definitely give that extra oomph to the beef. All right, so let's get started here with the rice first. I'm not washing my rice today, so those of you who are opposed to you know, or those of who you wash your rice. Some of you don't wash your rice. Today is going to be the side that does not wash their rice. All right, what I found the last time that I made this particular rice in the pot on the oven, on the stove, is that always put more water than they say on the package to put. Because on 2 occasions, I had to add more water to the pot. So I'm going to put a little bit more in there right out the gate this time. Now, where are my glasses? All right, so I want to make 1 cup, and it says 1 1/2 cup of water. I don't think that's right, like I said. So I'm going to put 2 cups of water in there. I may even put a little bit more in there, but let's start with the water first. Oops, here it is right here. Start with the water first. I remember the last time I did this on camera, I put the rice in here and was like, okay, Anthony, we want to start with the water first and not the rice. And I'm almost out of water in this gallon here. Okay, might as well finish that off. That's about 2 cups right there. I think what happens is water evaporate as it gets hotter, and it kind of throws a curveball to the actual measurement of what is on the bag of rice to put in the pot. I'm actually, you know what? I could have just, somebody asked me this one time. So I'm gonna put even a little bit more. Somebody asked me and made a comment in the videos and said, okay, Anthony, you have because I mentioned that I had a filter on my hose outside. And they was like, okay, if you have a filter on your hose outside, why don't you use your water from your sink? It's just a force of habit. I mean, it's just a force of habit. If I have a gallon of water in here, I just go ahead and use that instead of the sink. But maybe I will start using the one from the sink. Okay, the water is in there. I also want to put just a little bit of my Kerrygold garlic and butter in here. Let's put a little bit of that in there. So that, excuse me, so that can boil. See, none of this was going on when I wasn't on camera. We'll put a little bit of that in there, and we'll get that to going. It's been a while since I made like a cooking video, I think. Because I was in Japan for like 10 days. So I know I wasn't cooking then. I'm going to use this again once the rice get done. Maybe. I don't know yet. All right, let's get to working on the salmon here. I keep my trash bag now on the outside of the bathroom door all the time now, since one of the FAAs made a comment and said, why don't you put your trash bag on the outside of the door instead of the inside of the bathroom door? So now I keep it on the outside. See, I listen to y'all sometimes. All right, I want to pat this salmon dry because I don't want it to be all wet. Now for this salmon is one of those meats that you don't need a lot of seasoning on it. It's like a steak. Most people only put salt and pepper on their steak. And I know y'all think I'm gonna break out with the salt and pepper tune, but not today. So that's all I'm going to put on here is some pepper and salt. Oh, and a little bit of lemon. So let's try this new salt. We're gonna pat that dry, not dry, but pat it down. And we're gonna flip it over and do the same thing. And then pat that down. Make sure it stayed on there on the other side. It did. And then I'm only gonna put lemon juice on one side. And that's gonna do it. I'll go ahead while I'm thinking about it, go ahead and crank this open and get this ready. Let me know in the comments if you want, what style of string beans do you like? Do you like the French style like I do, or do you like the thicker string beans? We're gonna put some butter in there. A little pat of butter. That's definitely one serving of string beans, boy. You don't get a whole lot. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's not, since I'm short on eating my vegetables. Alrighty. Oh, I was about to put that away and haven't even used it yet. And I went ahead and put this away and haven't used it yet. All right, let's do some rice. I think that's good enough. All right, the water is, oh, what I also want to do is, I'll do this after I put this rice in here. Okay, the rice is there. I want to go ahead and stir it up a little bit. And then I want to turn this down really, really low. Because you want it to simmer. Okay, I'm going to cut my salmon in half. Now, I fixed my salmon and rice this way a couple days before I went to Japan. So, my thing, what I'm going to do is, and you may have never tried to fix your salmon this way if you like salmon and rice, is once the rice gets to a point where I can sit the salmon on top of it, then put the lid back on top of it, and the rest of the way that the rice is cooking will be just enough time. If I time it right, it is one of those play it by ear type of thing. If I time it right, the salmon will be done just about at the same time, or at the same time that the rice will be done. And I think this is a very good way to fix the salmon. You're kind of steaming it done instead of pan frying it, instead of putting it in the oven and taking up that time. Okay, everything seems to be going well now, so I'm going to leave you guys for a few minutes and come back when there is when it's time to go ahead and put the salmon on top of the rice. Okay, in the meantime, while the rice is getting cooked, let me show you guys what I did to the shower. First of all, I had to put up my fly bag because there are so many flies on this wood, and I don't know, well, it's not a lot now, I guess because I sprayed it down with some of that insect kill, but this thing was loaded all around with flies. I looked it up on on Google to see if, are flies attracted to wood. And mostly they said they are attracted to like dilapidated wood and not like no freshly looking wood like this. But anywho, I put up a shower curtain. I'm not happy with the shower curtain. So I'm thinking that I'm going to change that. I might try to put what do they call it? A makeshift door on there of some sort, something that's clear, because I'm not digging the shower at all. Also, I got my roof from out of my storage unit. I had a longer piece of wood, and as you can see, it's not even. That side over there hangs over longer than that side, and I didn't even pay attention to it until I started screwing it down. Now, and the one thing that I do like that I came up with this idea, and I already had these, is that I added this plastic to, I don't even know if you guys can see it, but I have some plastic on here because the sun is over here. And I already had that, and it was the perfect size. It went all the way down. It had enough length for me to fold it, come out from the bottom, and I sat these two. If you can see, I had enough to bring it out, and I set these these little pavers or whatever you want to call them from Home Depot on there. Some of these white rocks came out right here, and when water hit them, it made that little white stuff right there. I'm not too bothered about that. Another thing that I did is I went around and I put some of that waterproofing on the outside of the board to help that. Let me see if I can give y'all a better angle. Can y'all see that? The sun is on that side. But I'm going to do that across the top. I connected them together with these little screw hooks right here, like that. Yes, like that. See, because this plastic had grommets on it all the way around, and I thought, wow, that's the perfect thing that I can use to put on this shower. Now, the length and width of this plastic was 39 inches wide and 78 inches long, which was perfect for this because this is 36 by 62. That's why I had that extra down the bottom that I can fold out and put the pavers on top. But yeah, it's all the way up here, like so. And this is going to help protect my wood from the rain. Genius idea. Yes, sometimes I come up with genius ideas. I couldn't finish this side because I ran out of the little circle hooks, and I ordered some more, and they come on Tuesday. So maybe by the time you guys see this video, I would have it on there. But you see these flies? I don't know if you guys see them or not, but look all the dead flies down there. Because they just drop down once I spray it. But none of them want to go into the death motel. Now on the inside here, I'm surprised. Oh, it's something in here now. Now more of them are coming in here. Yep, more of them are coming in here now. So I'm going to spray this down. But anywho, I went ahead and raised up my water heater, because when I first put it in after I finished the last video, I had it down real low because I couldn't hold it up on my own higher to put it up any higher. So I just went ahead and put it on this little stool here. I used this as well as that orange Home Depot can to raise it up, and I was able to raise it up higher. And so that's good. I ordered a new wooden floor thingy down there that's coming. See how they are starting to accumulate in here? But watch what I'm gonna do. Them suckers. So I don't know. I'm thinking that I'm going to also put they're gonna start dropping like flies, like they say. Yeah, see that? Them bad boys. Watch this. It's really too many flies to win this battle. So if you guys have any ideas, or is there any product out there that fights against flies, let me know. But I'm definitely going to, well, maybe as many of them won't get in there once I finish and put the plastic down, because the plastic covers up the whole bottom of it. So maybe they won't get in there as much. Alrighty. This is my shower. It is 36 by 36. And the only thing I'm not really liking so far is the shower curtain. So if you have any ideas about what kind of door that I can possibly buy and put on there, because the doors I looked at on like Amazon and Wayfair, those darn doors was like in the hundreds of dollars. I mean like $400 to $500. So I'm thinking, oh no, I'm gonna make a door myself. But this is where I am, and I love it. Now, the most important thing, let me flip y'all around. The most important thing that I wanted this shower to do or be is sturdy. I want this shower to not get blown down when the wind comes, because this part of Florida, probably other parts of Florida, my goodness, when that wind comes through here, it comes through. But I did a bang out job with making this thing sturdy, boy. This thing is not moving anywhere. It's not going anywhere. I have it nailed down to the bigger board. I have the small board nailed into the bigger board. I have these 4 posts up with screws in. I said nail down, I meant screw down. Screw down. This bad boy ain't going nowhere. So I feel very confident that when I leave here for 3 or 4 months and come back, that my shower will still be in place. Because the only way that that's going to come out of place is that a tornado come through here and lift that whole bigger board up that everything is attached to out. And I don't think that's going to happen. All right, let me put that back and let's head back on inside. Now, I probably can go ahead and sit that salmon on top of there now, but I'm guessing that just by looking at the rice that it's not soft yet. And the goal is to make sure that the rice is soft before you put the salmon on there, because you know, you might have to add some more liquid and stir the rice up again, and you don't want the salmon to be on top of that. Oh, my finger was coming in the frame there. You don't want the salmon to be on top of that if you have to do that. All right, now is a good time to go ahead and add some of this, some of this this chicken bouillon, better than bouillon in there. Nice little fork worth. I should have used a spoon, but stir it out up in there. And then, now that the rice is starting to fluff up, we're gonna add some pepper to it. And My guess is that I'm going to need a little bit more liquid based on looking at it. So I'm gonna add some of this. And that should finish it off. Talk about some flavor for your rice. This rice is gonna be like wowzer. Remember the last time? Oh my goodness, that rice was so good. All right, we are well on our way. All right guys, it's time to put the salmon in here. I actually probably should have put it in already. Just gonna sit it right on top of the rice. Like so. Then I'm gonna put the top back on, and the rice is almost done. There are lots of it that's like soft, but I'm gonna keep it on a little longer, maybe 5 or 6 minutes, 7 minutes tops, so that the salmon can get done. The salmon needs that steam, so I did add a little bit more liquid in there because, as I said, the salmon will need that steam from the liquid to get cooked. All right guys, my meal is complete. It looks very basic, but very good. I have some seasoned rice, some French style string beans, and some salmon that I kind of steamed cooked over top of the rice. Now I will say that I should have put the salmon in a little sooner than I did. Once the rice was fluffy enough for me to sit it in and it's not sitting in the liquid, I should have put it in then, or just a little bit liquid that's surrounding the rice. Because I didn't do that, I had to cook my rice a little bit longer, and I had to once again add a little bit more liquid. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you do have to play it by ear of when to sit your salmon on top of the rice. So I was a little off today with when to sit my salmon on the rice. But this is what the meals look like. The meal looks like. I think it's going to be delicious. And I have a piece of salmon there as well. So let's get into this meal. Okay, as usual, I like to try my rice first and see, did my rice actually need any more seasoning or did I do a good job from the beginning? Oh my goodness. Where have my seasoning of the rice been all these years? I'm telling you, the better than bouillon chicken flavor along with some pepper and it really amps up your rice. No more bland rice. Or could this just be that I love rice so much that any type of rice tastes good to me? No, that's not it. This is some good rice. Wowzer, 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 this rice. Taste a piece, excuse me, taste a piece of this salmon. I love it. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. when I pressed down on that salmon, the flaky part just came apart. And that's what you want your salmon to do. You want, as soon as you put a little pressure on it, the flakes of it just separate. Mm. Some string beans. I put a little hint of salt and hot sauce on the string beans, and then I put a little hot sauce on everything else, the salmon as well as the rice. My favorite type of string beans. Now, usually when I eat my meal, I eat one thing at a time. But I notice when I cook this type of meal, I kind of like to mix and match and eat them together. Like the salmon with the rice, and even some rice with the string beans and stuff. That's a good boy. This is so good. Man, oh man. This meal got me sweating, boy. Oh, it's so good. So good. Bam, salmon is separated. I'm telling you, food is all about experimenting, and you love it when a plan just comes together at the end. You never know, the end result. Well, some people know. A lot of people know the end results because they taste as they go along. But y'all know I don't do that. Now, I will say, there's still some room that I could have put another little hint of that chicken better than bouillon on the rice. I could have amped it up just a little bit without it going over the maybe too salty taste of the better than bouillon. But this is a very, very tasty and delicious meal. Because like I said, I usually eat one thing at a time. Like earlier today, was it today or yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I was out and about and I stopped at McDonald's and got a $5 value meal. And I ate the fries first. Then I ate the 4 chicken nuggets, no sauce. And then I ate the McDouble. Some people like to take a bite of the McNugget and then a couple fries and stuff. I always eat one at a time. And if I buy, oh God, have you guys tried McDonald's strawberry cream pies? I think I mentioned this before. They are so good. Oh my gosh. Those strawberry cream pies, if you like any kind of desserts whatsoever, stop at McDonald's and You know, you don't even if you don't eat McDonald's, just stop by and get that strawberry cream pie. Oh my God, I remember years and years ago when they first came out. It could have been the first year that they even came out. I was still working at the print shop in Baltimore, and the night shift bindery supervisor or lead person, she and I loved those strawberry cream pies. We used to bring each other strawberry cream pies and stuff. That's how long I've been eating them there, boys. And I haven't been working at that print shop in Baltimore for at least 8 years. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. No need in going to the end with you guys. You know I'm gonna finish it because it's absolutely delicious, and this gets a wowzer from me today. But as always, thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that. Now go out and have a great day on purpose.